Hello and welcome to day 5 of our class. Day 5 if you started on Monday when the introductory period started, and day 3 if you started on Wednesday, which was when week 1 started. If you did come in at Wednesday or Thursday or today, be sure that you go back and check out all the materials in the introductory folder. A few things I've noticed I want to bring to your attention when it comes to grades now. I'll put a place here on the main course page for our class that'll have your grade on it. And what you'll see right now will be the quiz if you've taken that already. So that'll show up automatically since that's done by the computer. Your discussions, anything in your Dropbox that you put, I have to go in and look at personally and grade. And what I do now, like your discussion for week 1, that's what you'll be graded for this week. You'll be getting that back, and the feedback from me, I'll email you to your Angel email. So always be sure to check your Angel email. I put a place here on the home page here that's a shortcut to the email. Normally it's under the communicate button upstairs on top of the screen, but you can click right from the main home page and go to your email. So that's where you'll see my comments on your discussion for week 1. And the way it runs here online is that the grades for week 1 or any week are posted by midnight the following week on Tuesday. So by Tuesday of next week, I should have all the grades that you have been grading for week 1 done. And the only thing you're grading for in week 1 is the discussion about the future of reading and the quiz. The icebreaker discussion, your diagnostic, that was not graded. It's just a way for me to see where you're at and a way for you to get to greet each other. So be aware of those grades when they come out in there. The textbook problem, I think, has been taken care of. I think what a lot of people did, as I mentioned, probably try to get it from the bookstore on campus, even though I did have a couple say they did contact the online bookstore. But I talked to the dean yesterday, and she said there were textbooks, and to tell the students to go to the online campus bookstore in order. And our textbook is that writing, reading, and research. So hopefully people have their textbooks shortly. You'll notice I didn't give any assignments from the textbooks, even though in the tracking calendar I said read chapters 1 and 2, but none of your questions that you had on your quiz this week came from the chapters. So I'll be probably doing that later by the time everybody has a textbook by next week, hopefully. Be aware of, read those instructions for your discussion very carefully. This is an English class. And I do mark off for mechanical mistakes, which are those mistakes in spelling, punctuation, and grammar. You might want to type your post offline in Word, grammar and spell check, and copy and paste them into the discussion. Beware of the homonyms, those infamous homonyms I call them, like words like there, and there. 3 different words, 3 different spellings, 3 different meanings. Their textbooks are over there, and they're going to go get them. Their textbooks, T-H-E-I-R, are over there, T-H-E-R-E, and they're going to get them, T-H-E-Y, apostrophe R-E. Now, if you were to spell and say their textbooks, T-H-E-R-E, your spell checker in Word, or even here on Angel, shows those as being correct because that is an actual word. So be aware of that. Be aware of the dreaded re, I call it. You don't want to put that back in. I'm going to great lengths to make sure in discussions you do not have the re automatically pop up when you reply to somebody. I don't like the re. And as my webpage said, I call it the dreaded re. And I mark off for that if you put that re back in there, as some people have done. And same thing as don't just say reply to Sam Jones or respond to Nancy Phillips, things like that. That's the same thing as a read to me. Think of it when you reply to somebody, your subject line, be it in a discussion post or on an email, like a title of a story. Come up with something that reflects what you're going to write about. Other than that, I think everybody's doing well. Keep looking at all the pages. We'll have another test in week 2, test your knowledge, where I'll ask you questions that come from the web pages, our course pages, comes from the readings I give you. And well, I might not do the textbook again for next week's quiz. So be aware of that, and I will talk to you later.